Hello, are you wondering what happens once you collect your documents for applying for your visa type in Panama? Well, today we're going to show you what are the steps or what happens as soon as you get and collect your documents and you schedule a trip to Panama for 5 days, a week, 2 weeks, depending on how long you can stay in Panama. My name is Giovanna Bernal. I'm a Panama attorney with more than 20 years of experience. Remember that in order to apply for a visa process, you need to make a trip to Panama. A trip to Panama because you will obtain a temporary ID card for 6 months. Once you have gathered your documents, you have the checklist covered, all your documents are authenticated with apostille or by Panamanian consul and verified, and you are ready. You schedule a trip to Panama because you want to start your visa process in Panama. You will get, once you hear, the temporary visa card, which we call it carnet de trámite, and it's for 6 months. Within those 6 months, the Panama Immigration Office will review your application and give you the type of visa you apply for, depending on whether it's for 2 years or it's a permanent residency card and so on. And many of you wonder, like, what should I expect? What's gonna happen while I'm in Panama? Because I know that I'm getting this temporary card, but I don't know what's gonna happen, whether will I be all day at the immigration office? Will I have to go there how many days? And I want to maybe plan in advance and maybe do other things. Some people want to do day tours, or they want to see real estate and have another appointment, opening a bank account and things like that. So I'm going to tell you a little bit of how this week like. Of course, some of you might not stay for a week and might stay for long because you also want to explore for some other weeks Panama, or you just want to stay. You no longer want to go back to your country. So it also works, so you know at least how it usually works, this type of process as soon as you come to Panama. The first is that you have to get an appointment with your attorney. The attorney will collect the documents if the attorney doesn't have them already in advance. Make copies and prepare the application. There are some forms that need to be filled up, like the registration form and the personal background check. It's a form that will ask you many questions about you, your family, your background, and some questions about you, basically. Besides that, you'll sign a power of attorney because this type of visa processes needs to be signed by an attorney. An attorney will represent you and give you the visa, will work on your behalf to obtain this permit. And then once this meeting is over, the attorney will register you at the immigration office. That takes a couple of hours. It can be done the same day or maybe the next day, depending on the time you meet. The immigration office basically will require that registration form with your personal information. They will register you at the immigration office, which means that they will collect your name, your date of birth, your height. We basically fill up that information on the system that goes to the immigration office. They verify the info, and they will, using your passport, a seal that is called registrado, which means register. It means that the immigration office has your information. It's important to mention that if you change passport, for example, you lost it or you renew it, you have to get this registration done again. So ask your attorney to do this, so you can always have this registered seal on your passport. Okay, then once you register the immigration office, the attorney will submit the application at the immigration office. Maybe by sending a paralegal on the system or in person, submitting the application. Once it is successfully submitted, which means that there are no issues with the checklist, with what is being submitted, the officer at the immigration office will give a receipt, and the applicant can go to the immigration office. Therefore, an appointment will be given to the applicant to go on one day to the immigration office. So the applicant will get that temporary ID. That usually can happen in maybe 3, 4, 5 working days, depending on how the volume on the immigration office, depending on how quickly the documents can be processed and translations be ready and things like that. But it's a quite straightforward process. As long as the checklist documents are submitted, the applicant will get this temporary for 6 months issued on that day. And once the applicant goes to the immigration office, they will get this temporary ID. The immigration officer will take a picture at the immigration office, and that's it. And the next step is just wait, and that's it. You just have to wait until your visa is ready in less than 6 months to make another trip back to Panama and collect your permanent residency card or your provisional ID or your 1-year visa, depending on the visa you apply for. And this is it. And you know now what's gonna happen, what to expect. And, I don't recommend you to go far away. Go far away to Boquete or go to the far away to the islands and things like that. Try to be close to Panama City if you are applying in Panama City for your visa. And also bring long pants and cover your shoulders. Don't use slippers. Wear slippers when going to immigration office. Of course, the rest of the time you're good. You're free to wear whatever you want to wear. But for the immigration office, bring the clothes for being formal for that picture, because they're quite strict on that. And I guess this is it. I would like to invite you to like and share this video, subscribe to this channel, follow us on social media, and if you're interested in learning more about the visa types or anything about our services, you can always click in the link below for a Zoom consultation. Bye bye.